Hi, I'm Natalie Wotherspoon from the University of Essex, where I'm working on the Connected Communities project, evaluating social prescribing interventions to help reduce loneliness and to improve social connectedness. However, the paper I'm presenting today is based on my PhD findings from the University of Sheffield, who also funded my PhD. I'll be returning there in September, where I'll be holding the Mildred Blackster Research Fellowship, which will allow me to continue to research and write about chronic illness and loneliness. So my PhD explored historical and contemporary experiences of ME, myalgic encephalomyelitis, CFS, chronic fatigue syndrome. This abstract focuses on the contemporary aspects of the PhD. It does so by drawing on 42 semi-structured in-depth interviews conducted with people who held an ME diagnosis in the UK. The paper situates loneliness within the context of living with what can be a stigmatising, contested and uncertain condition. By doing so, the research highlights the structural and social factors involved in living with loneliness and chronic illness. The paper offers a novel conceptual contribution through necessitated loneliness. I found that loneliness was often an unfortunate but integral aspect of living with ME. Necessitated loneliness challenges the conceptual distinction between loneliness being unwanted and social isolation with the potential to be desired. It illuminates the nuances of loneliness and how our health data impacts on how we experience loneliness. The thematic analysis can be broken down into three key themes. So number one is boundedness, whereby the participants saw the shrinking of their social and physical worlds. Social networks shrink and the spaces they inhabit become increasingly private and restricted, such as being housebound. So boundedness really reflects how the symptomology of ME impacted on how the participants interacted with their social worlds. Secondly, communicative alienation. This is where there are difficulties in finding commonalities with non-sufferers, but also explaining an illness which is relatively difficult to explain to others, especially when their lives are structured so differently to what seemed like seemingly normal lives. Finally, the paper discusses the social rejection and social withdrawal caused by the stigma associated with ME. So this really refers to where the participants found that they were accused of malingering or lying about being ill, or that ME was a mental illness. They felt that they were often alone in the conviction that their illness was physical and very real. So this is really a whistle-stop tour of the research paper, and I'd be happy to take any questions or discuss this further. Thank you for your time.